Hey guys, welcome to the 2 a.m. pipe on the patio. Tonight I'm smoking my Peterson 120 meerschaum lined, and in it I am smoking some Lane 1Q. It's been a long time since I've smoked any Lane 1Q, and I have forgotten how much I enjoy Lane 1Q. Gorgeous night, beautiful night out here. The wind has died down. It's about 60 degrees, 59, 60 degrees out here. Just beautiful. Gorgeous night. So I wanted to show you this stick I found here. This is going to be a tamper. Just a beautiful stick. It has what appears to be like little hearts on it. This is going to be a new tamper that I'm going to make. I'm going to cut it down a little bit here, I think about that far, right about there. And I'll probably just work on that while I'm talking to you guys here. I'm probably going to cut that right about there. And but I got this the other day while I was out walking, and it was so unique that I just thought I would go ahead and that came off really nice there, so I'm not going to have to do much on this one at all, just kind of even it up there, and just let this kind of dry out here. But that'll make a nice little tamper there. It's kind of neat looking. Still pretty green, so it's going to take some drying, and then we'll see what it winds up looking like. But that was just so unique looking that I thought I would just try that out, see what happens with that. But I like doing that when I'm out walking, just finding a stick and just taking it and turning it into a tamper, and that one will make a nice one there. It's still green. It was actually growing up out of the ground, and I just broke it off, and it was so unique looking that I thought I would grab that one. Usually I just get ones that are already dead, but that one was growing wild, so I thought I would just snag that. Now we'll let that dry out. And we'll see what happens with that one. gorgeous night. Man, it is beautiful out here tonight. Got the lantern going out here. I wanted to thank Parsimonious Piper for doing his video on the little family cemetery he has in his backyard, and right outside of his backyard. He had mentioned, left a comment on the video that I did on this family cemetery that I have right up the street from me, that he had one right in his backyard, and so he said he would have to do a video on that, and I said, man, I'd love to see it. So he did one today. So thank you for doing that, Nathan. I appreciate that, or Ethan. And that was an awesome video you did, and great history lesson. And it's that would be an honor to have that, and to so close to your house, and to be kind of the caretaker of that, you know, to be able to keep it clean and upkeep of it, and that would just be an honor. I've always thought about that, having one on my, having some land with a little family cemetery on it, and to be the caretaker of that. And it would be an honor to be the caretaker of that cemetery, and just to I would consider that a huge honor to be the caretaker of somebody's family cemetery like that. Yeah, to make sure that that family's not forgotten, In fact, the cemetery that I visit regularly, the one 2 blocks up from my house, I noticed the other day when I went up there that there's a baby buried there that I didn't notice when I first went up there. The mother's grave, Esther Persinger, her headstone also has a baby buried there that only lived 1 year, 10 days. And that infant was also named William Persinger. So there were 3 William Persingers buried in that graveyard. There was the head of the household, William Persinger, and then there was the Civil War soldier, William Persinger. And then there was that infant, William Persinger. So that was kind of a surprise to me, noticing that. And I wish I could find out more info on that family, and that must have been a grandchild or a because Esther would have been in her late 60s when that child was born, if I'm not mistaken. I would have to look at the headstone again, but she was in at least her 60s when that child was born. So I'm just assuming she was the grandparent, and that child died before she did. So but it's I'm drawn to that cemetery, and just to pay my respects there when I go, and I think about the loss that family suffered in the Civil War, and it's just symbolic of all the tremendous loss that was suffered during the Civil War throughout this country on both sides. What a tragic time in our country's history. Just a terrible time. I pray our country never sees anything like that ever again. Well, I'm going to end this right here. Hope y'all have a good evening. Have a good day tomorrow. And it was nice touching base with 1Q again. It's been a long time since I've had 1Q. I'd like to thank John at All Briared Up for sending that to me as part of his GA giveaway that he did. 1Q one time was my favorite tobacco at one time, and it's good to reconnect with it. And it's still good stuff. I can see why it's the #1 selling tobacco in the world. See why Bearded Welshman smokes this one all the time. I will talk to you guys later. God bless y'all. Have a good one.